President Muhammadu Buhari has been advised to declare a state of emergency in Kaduna when we look at the invasion by terrorists. He has been advised by one of his very strong critics and also ex-aide of the former president of Nigeria, President Goodluck Jonathan. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Serious Matters on ONIF TV, and right before morning is Reno Mokre telling or advising President Muhammadu Buhari to remove the governor of Kaduna State, considering the invasion by terrorists. Looking at it now, you can see it's obvious now that the plans of these bandits and all of this is to cut off Kaduna of, it's to cut them off totally. And now, this is personal opinions. In every equation, you can't rule God out totally. You can't rule the place of God out totally. In every equation that has to do with life, because our very life belongs to Him. I remember that in these same states, there are laws or policies that says that if you want to come and preach in that same place, you have to take permission from them. And so we don't know what the bottom plan or what the bottom line really is. But in a way, it looks as if God is, he is being edged out, so to speak. If we have to take permission, for instance, a pastor wants to come to town to preach, they have to go to a particular body to take permission from them. And we won't be surprised that we have a mixture of, Muslims and Christians, or probably Muslims alone on that board, who will now give permission to a Christian who wants to come and preach. And so there will be marginalization and all sort of scheming. That means that even if we are not careful, there could even be some bribery. You don't have to say, sir, please, I need to invite this person to come and preach and all of that. You see, it's tending towards the side. Permit me to sound a little bit religious, but then it's not even about being religious. It's about being realistic about what is happening in that place. You can go into Kaduna by air. You can go, because most of the airlines that are going to that place, and the train is not safe anymore. Road is not safe anymore. Even after the IGP went there with all his entourage and he came back and said the road is now free. I don't know. He didn't travel alone. He went with his entourage, and you expect those guys to come and face you with all the sophisticated weapons that your guys were carrying. So somebody said, let him travel alone, and let's see if he comes back safely, then we know that the road is free. So the point we're trying to make is that these people have a plan to cut Kaduna off, or to take over the state, and that should not be allowed. To come out to say, look, why don't the president declare state of emergency? The governor of that state came out to say, after the Kaduna attack, he said they are not going to pay, any what's it called now? They're not going to pay the bandits ransoms. They're not going to pay. If his child or his relative, if they were part of the people that were kidnapped or taken away, will he say they will not pay? Now, that's not even the case. He went further to say that they're going to bring in machineries from outside. We don't know this whole thing, this bandit thing, and all this terrorism, Boko Haram, and how it all started. Most of these guys are not Nigerians. They're not Nigerians. They were imported into the country to do something else. And now they are carrying AK-47s around and killing people. That takes me back to what Reno Mokre said. President Muhammadu Buhari has been told or advised to remove Governor El-Rufai as the governor of Kaduna State and declare a state of emergency in that state without further delay. A former aide to ex-presidents, President Goodluck Jonathan, and socio-political activist Reno Mokre gave the advice, insisting that President Buhari would destroy the southeast without thinking twice had the train bombing by terrorists happened in that region. The former presidential aide wondered how many people were killed by the indigenous people of Biafra before the current administration sent troops to the southeast and He, however, doubted President Buhari's ability to declare a military rule in Kaduna State because According to him, the terrorists may expose the president and El-Rufai. Kaduna State has been under siege by terrorists who have moved from kidnapping and killing students, attacking military base, and taking over rural villages in the state to attacking airports, train stations, and government places. Now, why it's more scary? What makes it more scary is the fact that in that state alone, they have the largest number of military base. Talk of NAF, Air Force, Navy, the military, the soldiers, and all of that. They have the largest number of base. Yet these guys are operating easily. They are operating, you know, they're operating. They are operating. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. This siege is unnecessary. It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. And people cannot return to Kaduna. They have to go through some states, even those states are under the likes of Zamfara, and all of them are under attack. All those states under attack. Well, the Daredevil terrorists recently bombed the Abuja-Kaduna bound train between Katari and Regina Axis, killed passengers and as many as they wanted. Now, presently, there's a number of people on that train now that cannot be accounted for. About 140 something now cannot be accounted for. They are not being, they are neither with the terrorists or neither seen their bodies or all of that. Can be accounted for. He wrote, "You think that if a train was bombed in southeast Nigeria, Buhari would not have overwhelmed the region with troops? Remember how troops overwhelmed, Olu in Imo State last year with helicopter gunships, while hasn't Buhari sent them to Kaduna? Opinion. How many people did IPOB kill before General Buhari invaded the southeast with Operation Python Dance? Who was killed before Buhari sent Operation Crocodile Smile to the south-south? Now terrorists have turned Kaduna to a war zone, and Buhari is smiling at Aso Rock. Kaduna is a war zone. The best thing now is to declare a state of emergency and remove the governor, El-Rufai, whose comments and actions have fueled the crisis. His action is by because opinion on this particular matter. Because we might say, oh, it doesn't concern me. It's not happening in my place. But seriously, well, please just drop your comments and please do share our video with others. My name is Olukunle Abraham, and I wish that you hope that you have a very, very wonderful day. It's so alarming